Oh. It's your man, Coach Block, TDS Radio. Here we go again with another Talk That Stuff Tuesday. I guess this is why Kim fades the music out, because Snoop is still going. He just won't stop. Okay.
That blue carpet treatment?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all always playing that. I like that. None but blue carpet treatment.
So, with that being said, I know y'all hear the voices. For those who are listening on the radio station, we got LOI. We call them the Deep Voice Brothers. They are in tone. Well, I'll let y'all do y'all own introduction because y'all like to do that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
There's two of America's Most Wanted here. Tone Groove.
Jay Nobles, yes.
LOI the show in the building. Lovely to be here. So this is a fabulous arrangement.
It's a wonderful Tuesday.
He probably would have came with like some material prepared. I told him I would have put lotion on if I knew it was gonna be all these lights.
Yeah. For those of you just listening, they completely rearranged the whole room. Nigga, it's lights. It's like a real set.
I walked in and thought Whoopi Goldberg was gonna come from behind.
I don't even know how she sounds no more.
Yeah, what was that?
I don't even. I think that's what she sounds. That's what she sounds like.
Whoopi not that old.
She old though.
My guy sounds like Kermit the Frog.
She's 65. She like 66.
Okay.
She's
old.
old.
We don't know that.
Bro, The Color Purple came out in like the 90s.
What, 1989?
And how old was she then? It was like about 24 then.
So since we're here, which was more of a tragic movie? The Color Purple or Precious?
Color Purple.
I've honestly
debatable. 67.
Older than I thought. Mm-hmm. I've only seen it once, so I can't even give you my opinion.
It's debatable.
I gotta go with Color Purple.
Really?
Precious, yeah. Color Purple is first of all.
Break it down, yeah. Break down the
First
plot.
of all, the very first part of Color Purple that makes it bad is we only know Mister because he went to the Reverend's house and took he chose between two underage girls.
Mm-hmm.
And then took one of them with him that they deemed the ugly one to basically rape her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we see Whoopi Goldberg, but we really, like, she was older as that character. If they would have actually given you a character at that age, it would have been wow. Like, so imagine, like, two 12-year-old girls, and you see this old man coming to with a horse, coming to a house talking about he want to marry one of your two daughters.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
then,
came to marry your Nettie.
Yeah, I came to marry Nettie, and then, but this is how the movie started. Like, so this is where we go. It's only downhill.
I was about to say, like, how long is the movie? It's like a 2-hour movie, right?
Yeah,
2 and some change.
I forgot what is happening in that 2-hour plot. Like
black trauma,
just a bunch of
nothing,
trauma, right?
All the way black trauma, because then you got
raping.
You go from that to watching her be abused, right?
Yeah.
Then she comes in. Well, the movie and the book is two different things.
Mm-hmm.
The book is a lot more detailed.
I was about to say, but everything that's happened in The Color Purple happened in Precious. And didn't the mother rape her daughter?
Okay, I don't know if we can say that word because we're on YouTube Live.
Oh, rape. Yeah.
But,
sexually assault.
You got to understand, right? She was born mentally, can I say that? Mentally challenged.
Special needs.
You have to ask if you
she's a hard at it.
Special needs.
Yeah, she writes a short book.
Yeah, special needs.
Special needs. She's special needs.
What you looking
I thought it was a spot.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it was on there for a little bit.
Whoa.
I'm about to say, flick your shoulder.
I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, Precious. So she's getting beat by her mom. She's getting molested by her dad. She had a dad's baby.
A pan throughout her.
You got to understand about the movie, right? I forgot how The Color Purple ends. But Precious ends with she has AIDS. She still can't read. And her baby that was just born is also a hard-headed.
Yeah.
Also a what?
Hard-headed. Short bus. You gotta get away.
Mm-hmm. So now that's in Color Purple. They took her kids away from her.
Yeah.
And her father impregnated her, and they took her kids away. And the father told her, you better not tell nobody but God, and made her have the baby with no care. Like, so she had the baby in a house that was it was cold. It was wintertime when she had that baby.
Could have caught syphilis or something.
Took her she didn't.
Oh yeah.
You mean pneumonia or something?
Syphilis. You can catch syphilis.
not that way.
You don't just catch it like in the ball.
Well, nigga, it was a joke. Sorry, Mr. Specific. Jesus Christ, I didn't know everybody knew diseases like that. Nigga, syphilis, that can only be caught in the rainforest. You gotta have the right amount of humidity for that.
I'll put it to you like this: both movies are extremely tragic.
Extreme, black trauma to the max.
Yeah, both of those movies. Nothing about either one of those movies do you really feel like we've made Color Purple comical because black people we tend
Same
to,
thing with Precious. They made it comical.
Yeah, we laugh at our trauma, but if you really break both of those movies down, neither one of those movies are funny.
But to your point earlier, when it comes about acting, I think every actor involved in each of those movies did a phenomenal job. From Mariah Carey, Donald.
Mariah Carey was pretty good.
Yeah, she did a good job. Monique did an excellent job. Gabby.
Okay, so I'm gonna be the first person to say I've never watched Precious all the way through.
You don't have to. It's like you watch 30 minutes of it.
Yeah, it's tragic.
You can really just watch the trailer and be like, it don't get better. It's not like it's a happy ending.
No.
Like, she can read now. She still can't read. She's gonna die of that age that she got from her dad.
It's
tragic. See what I'm saying? Like, why do black people play trauma so well? Because Michael B. Jordan's only doing good in movies he dies in.
Well, we don't know if he lost in Creed 3.
But they're not gonna kill him off. They're gonna try to milk that until they can. It was like 9 Rockies, right?
Yeah,
they're gonna do the
really.
You think he's gonna go as far as
Rocky got up to I think 6.
6 Rockies.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna go up to 6 though.
I don't know.
Well, you're gonna get another one because it was the highest grossing sports movie in history.
Oh, what?
Yes.
I hate when it happens because every time it happens, he's doing it again. You know,
they're gonna bring it back.
Every movie is the best-selling movie until the next movie.
Well, they beat out Karate Kid in 2010, the remake.
And
Jaden Smith, I don't need that.
Not that Karate Kid.
Right.
The original.
No, it was that Karate Kid.
It was that one?
Yeah, the 2010
with
version.
Taraji P. Henson.
Mm-hmm.
That was terrible. That was worse than the original.
The plot was terrible.
The original.
The plot was cool.
What black woman?
The plot was cool.
Moves her child to China.
Bro,
be a factory worker.
When did that ever happen? That's only
what she was doing?
Yeah, she was a factory worker.
She was living in Boston, nigga. So what? It's China, Boston. It's like
I'm thinking Boston.
I don't know. Have you been to Boston?
Have you been to China? This is a social currency system.
First of all,
you could fuck up your whole family lineage.
At the level, they wasn't poor in China. They was like all right.
Yeah, Ray's was a little frizzy. I don't know.
I mean,
majority of that movie.
Single black mother, she was working. She can't be.
Nah, they came there okay. It was just she got tired of him getting like beat up. Wanted them to have him like get trained.
She thought he was getting into trouble where he was just getting picked on.
But to me, both movies. Well, not both movies.
Kind of stink.
Well, Karate Kid. I'm not a Karate Kid
original
guy. Like so, for me, when people talk about Karate Kid, I'm like, Even the original.
You more of an Enter the Dragon?
Yeah.
You like a Leroy Jones?
Yeah. Like give me, But the Karate Kid, like, once again, Karate Kid is similar to, and we're going down this pathway. It's similar to like Chris Rock special. When people watch it, you got to have a certain expectation coming in the game. So for people that's like, I'm expecting this great movie. Why? What about any of the actors in there besides Taraji is telling you this is going to be a great movie? Not. Same thing with Chris Rock. Can you tell me one Chris Rock joke that has had you like, yo, and you can tell that joke every time and it makes you laugh?
Chris Rock,
niggas versus black people.
Yeah, it's certain things. He's not like my top 10.
Right.
But I respect him as a comic.
Agreed.
Just because of the accomplishment.
Yeah, the accomplishments.
But
I don't like his style. I think it's because even he said it, he's kind of, hard-headed.
Yeah.
Like he can't tell when people are laughing at him or with him. It's some disease.
Oh.
Crazy.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Oh, he has Asperger's?
Well, see, here's my thing.
He explained it like
allegedly.
If he was trying to tell a joke, right? Like
he can't tell the
even if you watch it.
He literally said he cannot read the room.
Yeah.
Like, his ability does not give him the ability to like look at you and feel like I might have offended you.
Well, that is on the spectrum.
Yeah,
correct?
Yeah, that's on the spectrum.
We're all
That's
on
why.
the spectrum.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't duck when Will Smith was coming to slap him. He couldn't tell. He's
Which is crazy in
And that's
itself.
probably why he doesn't see fault in his jokes, because it's like,
he's openly admitted it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you can tell, you know what I'm saying, that he doesn't have that filter, and so his comedy's that way. Though.
And he was smart to admit that, because now it's like, you know, it's something to fall back on.
Yeah,
it's like,
people
I'm
still
slow.
don't care. They're still dragging out.
Oh,
yeah,
real slow.
Yeah.
But if you watch
shit off my live now,
if you watch some of his specials though, like you could tell, like he'll tell the joke and like he'll be like this.
Yeah, he's sitting there waiting. Yeah.
It's like, he's just waiting for it. Like, oh yeah, you get it. Like, I don't know, but
so there was a article I read, and they gave a good synopsis of it. They said that Chris Rock's comedy is based upon him being a person that in his life he never really got the respect he deserved. They said, look at his posture on stage. Mm-hmm. He walks back and forth stomping like, his cadence is, the way he likened it was, this is a person who has never been heard, and they finally got a mic in their hand.
Yeah, what was his song about? He grew up getting bullied. He was a little dude from across the street. Yeah. It was literally called "Everybody Hates Chris."
Yeah, little dude from across the street.
And I mean, that is, I could really see that, because when people always say like the greatest of all time comedians, I don't ever hear anyone mention Chris Rock.
His comparison was Dave Chappelle. He said, notice how Dave Chappelle in a stand-up never moves. No. He stands still. He leans.
Smoke that cigarette.
He'll smoke. He'll take his time. He's like, he wants to be your friend. He wants you to feel like I'm talking to a friend. He said Chris Rock talks as if he has a point to prove, because he's never had that respect. Mm-hmm. And I get it, because I'm like you guys. I watch comedians, and some of the things that I notice about certain comedians is you can tell the ones that know they're funny, and then the ones that are going to say, I'm going to make you laugh. It's hard to make somebody laugh that don't like you.
I was literally just telling them, like, white dudes, they tell a joke as if like they're asking you to laugh with them. Like, it's
put
weird.
That on all white dudes.
I am going to put it. I have to generalize.
What about George Carlin? What about Andrew Schultz?
Okay. Even Gary Owens. Gary Owens. His comedy. He just dropped a new one. If y'all didn't see it,
I like Gary Owens.
It was hilarious.
He's the one who married a black woman, right?
He's milk chocolate.
Yeah, but he also cheated
with a black woman.
Still, he cheated.
He cheated on her?
Yeah.
Well, what's with the?
But he's from Cincinnati, and he's from the.
He cheated on her. That's like, what?
You can't be white.
They was good for years. It's like one thing. You see, that's how it happens. Though. One thing. He got it. And plus, they still together, right?
No,
they're very much divorced.
No. She wrote a whole dissertation on social media about how he hurt her and all.
And he talked about it, which made it hilarious, because he talked about how embarrassed he was and how he was scared to get back up on stage.
She dragged him.
Yeah.
Scared?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, because he said it in the stand-up, I'm scared because I'm a white guy who cheated on a black woman.
There you go.
I don't know how you guys in the audience are going to look at me.
I was about to say, because I know Gary Owens wasn't like, oh my God.
Even her just now, she was like, but he cheated.
He cheated on her.
Come on. Not enough that I get cheated on, but then I get cheated on by a white guy. Like, man.
So it's worse when white men cheat.
Like, seriously, really?
So y'all shouldn't complain as much as black men.
No, we're
on that note, we're going to take a break.
That's a beautiful point to go on break on.
So we're going to take a break. Remember, this is not a podcast. This is a radio show. So tune into the radio show. I will post the link inside the comment section. Sanji said, hey, y'all, and y'all are laughing. So Sanji is with us. Those who are listening to, you know who Sanji is, from the factory with the waist bead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, please go on break. Do you see that?
Please go on break. So we'll be back in a minute. CBS Radio.
That was good. That was good.
That was good.
On the CBS Radio.
Hey, shout out Sanji. Love you. That was good. Good improv. Sanji. Yeah, like Michael B. Jordan. Sanji, you know. Oh, man.
There we go. Let's go. We got LOI in the building. Oh wait, that's not supposed to happen. But yeah, y'all take over. So fam,
you know it's working.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, sir, you got a lot going on here.
I do.
So, my biggest question is, keep me abreast. So let me know what's going on with this whole Ja Morant thing.
Okay.
You told me briefly yesterday what was happening, but now Stephen A. Smith is weighing in. Some people can't stand Stephen A. Smith and really don't care what he has to say. But what's happening here?
So Stephen A. Smith said that Ja Morant's father needs to be his father, stop being his friend, because he's enjoying the limelight of Ja Morant so much so that he's no longer being that guy to be in his corner to be like, yo, you wilding out. Mm-hmm. So what we have seen as fans of football fans of basketball, is Ja Morant's dad everywhere. He knows everybody. He also was one of the guys that got into it with Shannon Sharpe. Mm-hmm. And, and everybody, the joke is he looks like Usher and all this other stuff. So his dad he's not quite Ball family type, but he's definitely out there, right? Mm-hmm. And you're involved in your son's life. Why is your son wilding out on 17-year-old kids and pulling out guns and then turning around and putting that on social media as if that is cool?
Is that allegedly though?
Was which part?
The 17, because I heard about that. He pistol whipped a 17-year-old. Or was it somebody that he was with? They got a little too,
So that's the part that they're working out the details. And I think even the NBA, when they gave him the initial 2-game suspension, was like, we'll figure that out. Mm-hmm. No. The problem was the gun. Yeah, because then there's some law about the guns and having guns. Like if you're under the influence and you have the gun, then, there's some laws out there that question like, wait, did you have this gun in this state specifically? Mm-hmm. And if you did, there's a bigger problem here. So Stephen A., his argument is his dad needs to be the one right now to tell him like, hey, you got to chill out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's the mindset. What y'all think about it?
We was talking about it the other day. I told Tony he just wasn't a gentleman in the club. You get what I mean? Like he was acting real, nigga-ish. You feel me? Like
say that like you didn't have confidence if you could say that.
Because it's like how he was acting. It was just he was kind of acting a fool. But I don't like how everybody's talking about it, as if like he's the new target now.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of worse things going on.
Yeah.
Because I even think
there's other things that are definitely worse out there.
Gilbert said that he was like, man, it's like what y'all don't know is crazy.
Right.
Like I think he was even saying when he came in the league, it was old head players with cocaine in their socks. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like rocks in the socks.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like Jesus Christ. Yeah. With Converse is on.
And I think that's the thing with the younger generation of athletes right now, what they gotta understand is the old heads did some things. Let's not act like they didn't.
Crack?
Well, not crack, but I'm really like this. Cocaine has always been a part of athletics. Okay. I ain't going to anybody who tries to say anything different, they are a liar.
Better than Red Bull.
Yeah, it's been a part of athletics forever. But what I will say is there is discretion with this stuff, man. Right. You can't be out here waving guns and all that other stuff. You can't do it. Even if you got it on you.
Be my question of when is too much, essentially too much.
When you turn like Plaxico Burress. Like Plaxico Burress shot himself in the club with his own gun and went to jail because you weren't allowed to have a gun in the club in the first place. Like he didn't even go to jail because he shot himself. He went to jail because you can't have a gun in the club. So when you start getting to this level of stupidity, it's enough. Like, we don't know. I put it to you like this, and I'm not condoning it because, people may watch my social media and be like, he's a coach, and be outraged. But nowadays, in the world of protection, especially with some of these young guys, you can't tell if some of these kids are 17 years old or not. Some of these boys look like grown-ass men. And if you are protecting yourself, and I'm not saying shooting a kid, but if you're protecting yourself and you happen to have a gun on you, then at some point in time, somebody might say like, I didn't know. Like if somebody jumped on me or attacked me and I don't have the ability to assess age, the first thing is to protect myself. Mm-hmm. So in that realm, I'm not going to say that a guy in Jaw's position is dead wrong. But how did we get to the point of whatever the altercation was with that 17-year-old? If there was even an altercation with the 17-year-old kid.
And they said, he got some people to jump a Champs employee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like his
mom, for some reason, right?
Yeah.
His mom, which is, I guess she's worth as much as he's worth, I'm assuming it's his mother. She was in Champs looking for cheap Jordans.
Wilding out.
And I guess, she got that Champs customer service. She forgot how that is.
Right.
She called like, yo, Ja, come down here.
They bucked.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's wrong. I mean, I wasn't there. But, like, a Champs employee, like, how disrespectful did he get with your mother is, I don't know.
You see, I'm glad all this
He's 22, though.
I like good examples of stupidity in the public. Because, it keeps everybody else sharp. They say a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. Like, John Moran is obviously being too niggas. And it's the worst possible time.
Yeah.
Because the NBA just was talking about the people that he has around.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I think it's Memphis. I think he's been living in Memphis too long. He's getting to his head. His niggas making easy money, pimping hoes, and he's serious.
Where's he from?
That lifestyle could be that way. Where he's from specifically, I'm not sure. He's
South Carolina, a small town.
Yeah, and
probably on the dirt road.
That plays a part too because I tell people all the time, or I used to joke about it in Pittsburgh. When you're a Steeler, you own the city. You do what you want to do in certain locations in certain areas, and because they are so easily accessible. Like women and all that just throw themselves out. It's easy for you to be at a club and be sitting right next to a Steeler. Mm-hmm. That doesn't happen in certain markets. Like, for example, you're not going into New York and sit next to Derek Jeter. That's not going to happen. Yeah. He's in a totally different club that you're not at. You know what I mean? But in some of these areas where you are accessible and real to these people, and that's what Jalen Rose is trying to say. Like Jalen Rose is saying he's a young guy, he made a mistake. But he's very accessible right now. Like he's too accessible in an area, in a market like Memphis where
they will shoot you.
This is you got to be right because you can easily go downtown Memphis and get shot.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it is shaky to me, man. Like I feel bad about the situation for him, but I also feel like it happened early enough in his career where it can be fixed. Yeah. You just got to, Steven Jackson, if you don't know specifically, you know who Steven Jackson is? So Steven Jackson, like he said, this is a teachable moment, similar to how his moment was when he did the Malice in the Palace and he went up inside the stands and was fighting people and knocking people out.
That was a good documentary.
Yeah.
So really good.
What he's saying is like it's happened early enough in his career and people labeled him a thug and all that stuff and but he was able to bounce back. Mm-hmm. So the question is going to be, how does Ja bounce back from this?
That was going to be my question to actually both of you guys. Is he able to do that? Because he only is 22?
A couple triple doubles. A couple threes, some good highlights, a couple dunks. Don't worry about it. Yeah,
look, let me tell you this.
He'll be all right.
Michael Vick was running a whole dog fighting empire. Now, granted, nobody knew if Michael specifically did dogs himself, but it was done at his house. Mm-hmm. Here's something that people don't know or some people forgot. They were not there to find the dogs. They were there to find drugs.
Yeah.
And they stumbled across the dogs.
Even better.
Yeah. So
animal cruelty.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
The crime against humanity.
No matter what, he was going up out of there in handcuffs. You know what I'm saying? But he did his time. On the other side now, nobody even talks about it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it's still hanging over his head. Just a bit.
It's hanging over his head with a community of people. But for real,
nobody cares.
Nobody cares. The moment he showed up on TV on Fox as a sports commentator, you're good.
Yeah,
you're good because now you're getting paid for your image again.
Mm-hmm.
I was worried about it before, but it was small pockets. Like when he became a Pittsburgh Steeler, of course, in Pittsburgh, we know how it is. Mm-hmm. They were a little bit hesitant to accept him, and he threw a couple touchdowns and won a game.
They loved him.
Forget about it.
Well, Pittsburgh fans are real hard-headed or something?
Pittsburgh fans are very segregated. So you got they go hard on the black athletes and the black coach. So they hate Tomlin. But meanwhile, Big Ben was running around the city raping people and he being a terrible person overall. Nobody said a word. Nobody said anything. But the black athletes catch it hard in Pittsburgh, and they can't stand Tomlin. This is not even a joke. Like, this is a fact. This is nothing that I wouldn't say to anybody else. Pittsburgh is rough. So when he showed up and they were like, oh, he's going to be a Steeler, I'm like, oh, Lord. But after he threw a couple touchdowns.
I was about to say. And the black people that they did hate, were they bad at their job?
In Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Nah, man. Like, so the thing about Pittsburgh is you just have a very short leash when it comes down to mistakes.
Black patience is a little,
next to none.
Not a lot of.
We're happy to see you. Like, oh man, he's a Steeler. Then you mess up. Get this out of here.
Yeah.
And then because even in certain clubs in certain neighborhoods in Pittsburgh, black people in general are not welcome. That's a fact. Like the south side of Pittsburgh, where the clubs and all that are at, black people have a hard time. None of us could get in the club the way we look right now. None of us. Not one, except for her. That's it.
And they still gave me a hard time.
Yeah. So, and this is fact. Like Joey Porter, whose son just did a great job at the NFL Combine. He is a legend in Pittsburgh. Like, he won a Super Bowl with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He tried to go into a bar, and they stopped him because of his shoes. So then they looked at Joey Porter. He had on a polo shirt. He had on pants. He had on a jacket. But I think he had on boots. And they stopped him because he had on boots.
Hey, they let him in for sure.
They wouldn't let that nigga in.
They let him in for sure.
They would have stopped that nigga at the border. How do they feel about miscellaneous looking people? Like Troy Polamalu, was he good over there?
They love Troy. They love Troy. They love Troy. They love Hines because Troy and Hines.
He was in Head and Shoulders commercials.
They were no threat. They were no threat.
They're not black enough.
Yeah, they were no threat.
Yeah.
But the ones who related to the community of Pittsburgh that supported them on the black side, it was bad. It was bad. It's bad for them. Matter of fact, they don't even. I don't know how to turn into Pittsburgh, but I'm sorry. But they don't even have things like the Steelers don't really do a lot in our community unless they know somebody. Like the guys that I know that were Steelers personally always came out and supported. But the guys that we like draft,
and you can't even like blame them. It's
right.
Niggas not running.
Right. Yeah. But then also in their defense though, to circle it back, it's also dangerous spots in Pittsburgh where it's better for you not to be because somebody might rob you. Like, and that ain't even because it's the land of the haters now. So you ain't going.
It's a lot of snakes in Pittsburgh.
It's called the Pittsburgh people.
bunch of criminals, huh?
Yeah, it's some questionable characters in the audience when you pull up. Like, and everybody ain't happy to see them dudes, and they will rob you. Like. So I couldn't even imagine, but I don't think we're as tough as Memphis. Like, not saying that we don't have tough guys. I'm saying I don't think it's as tough living as Memphis. Memphis, tough.
You get murdered in Memphis.
Yeah,
they do
buying milk.
It's tough. Like it's tough. And I can't say that because I've lost a lot of athletes when I was coaching. I've lost a lot of young men. But with that being said, do those Steelers carry guns? I'm sure some of them do. Or at least they know they got some people with them that got guns.
I was about to say, you kind of have to.
Is there anyone teaching these kids in the NFL, like proper etiquette or kind of like being a mentor, anything like guidance or anything?
It's funny you should say.
Yeah.
Steven Adams, the big white dude that played center for the Memphis Grizzlies, they had a team meeting before the day Ja was in the club with a gun.
Like literally talking about. A graduate of the University of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, wow, ironic.
Small world.
They was literally talking about that, how to act off court, and then Ja did that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe the rules wasn't clear.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I hope for this kid that essentially this all kind of gets wiped away and he's able to.
Or you can keep fucking this shit up so the next guy can understand and learn and know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as serious as everybody's taking it. Like, it was just a mistake. Like, that's how I honestly feel about it. Like, I think he's probably fucked up right now.
Yeah.
Like,
now, you know what's funny?
Mistake is a big word.
No, not when you're 22 worth $200 million.
But Justin, you on Instagram Live.
After the event.
You're an NBA representation.
He's a face. He's a face now.
You niggas work for China, essentially, because they one of the biggest markets. And you go on Instagram Live, and how you accidentally, like, pick it up and flat, oh, my bad, I was just trying to show the camera, I wasn't trying to show the world.
Yeah, that
don't even make sense. I'm trying to make it make sense for him.
Yeah, it was crazy. It didn't make sense.
And he held it up like it was on a keychain, like he was trying to show it off.
Like next to his face, like silly.
Like, look, it's as big as my cheek.
That's why I'm worried about, like,
right
that's why I'm worried about what other NBA players are doing.
I'm worried about
because the way he did it, it was like, oh, y'all don't even, it's like, this is bad? Like, it's just a gun.
Yeah.
Other NBA players, it's probably NBA players raping women right now.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But I mean, Karl Malone is like,
Karl Malone.
He had an entanglement with a 12-year-old.
It's like when you bring up Karl Malone, it's hard to get mad at John Morant.
How can you get mad at John Morant?
Well, that's my question. So, at what point is a mistake a mistake?
Exactly.
So my problem is, you got to understand when you're winning. All right. So the first part of the win was, okay, they knew that you did something crazy with a kid, allegedly, right?
Yeah.
And they only gave you a 2-game suspension.
Mm-hmm.
So with that 2-game suspension, that was more so like a slap on the wrist.
Mm-hmm.
Let's investigate this. Let's chill. That's when you know, oh shit, I'm a star. Because the average person, you're going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead on and get ready.
Yeah.
You out of here.
Yeah.
You're going to jail. Then that wasn't good enough. You had to go double down on social media as if like, yeah, I got away with it. That's where I think a lot of people are having a problem with this.
Yeah.
It was like, the first part was like, he did what?
Mm-hmm.
Then he played a game and everybody's like,
Mm-hmm.
Then the suspension came down like, nah, well, you got 2 games. It's like, now it's a chin rubber.
Yeah.
Did he? Yeah. Then you doubled down on social media and everybody's like, yep.
And it's the way he did it. Like, he was in a strip club with a gun. If he was in like an armory, just showing off like, yeah, look at all these cool weapons.
There wasn't enough white people in the background.
He wasn't a gentleman. He wasn't a gentleman. He was in the strip club. Young boy playing in the back.
The story gets worse and worse.
This is why I'm saying, like,
bad.
so this is why, like, people are saying, like, you know, his dad needs to slow him down.
Yeah.
And then even Boosie weighed in on it. And, you know, Boosie always got something crazy.
This is what I mean. Everybody's talking about, like, how does Boosie have the right to even speak on something like this?
But he said it
trying to teach Hebrew.
Literally.
He said,
trying to teach Mandarin, nigga.
But he was in his defense because, as we know, your friend co-host, Skip Bayless, always wants to put a negative spin or connotation upon whenever a black athlete makes a mistake. And so next thing you know, they were talking about, Skip literally said, well, I've seen him throw up a Crip sign and da-da-da-da-da. And so Boosie's comment was, hey, man, let's not put this narrative on him. He is not a Crip. Mm-hmm. He is an NBA basketball player who made a mistake.
And I feel that. But if he did throw up a Crip sign, it's like, what are you doing?
You know,
like, what are you trying to ensue? What is going on?
But to devil's advocate, John Wall, shout out North Carolina, he's from Raleigh.
He stays throwing up blood.
He's an avid blood member.
Man.
Blood. 3, like, when the people do it's blood.
Yeah,
like,
he stays throwing. He literally throws it up and then sits it down.
Like,
Wow.
Yeah, for real.
Like, but to your point, you said that Ja is trying to be something that he's not. You came from the 2-parent household.
But wait. That doesn't mean
the last house of the coldest.
That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. Because he was raised in like some town in South Carolina. I would compare it to like Rocky Mount in North Carolina.
Yeah.
If you know about Rocky Mount, it's a lot of crazy things going down in Rocky Mount. It's a lot of crazy things. It looks, Rocky Mount, it ain't nothing but old tumbleweeds. Yeah, well, sound like nothing.
Yeah,
but
you
it's
just
a
don't
lot.
know what the Rocky Mountain stands for.
Yeah, it's Rocky Mount.
A whole lot of situations going on.
But on a 2-parent household, like I know what you mean, but like, I've been to high school with dudes like, oh, your house is pretty big.
You know what he did?
There's a lot of violence coming.
You know what he did? He debunked Prime Time's comment of, "I want a kid that comes from a 2-parent household." Do you? Because look at John Morant. So with that being said, we'll take a break and we'll come back with LOI and Sofab Kim and Coach Block, CDS Radio, our voice, our culture.
Hello, this is Miles of Taylor Lounge. I'm here on CBS Radio, our voice, our culture.
So I can't cut my phone off. It's picking up our sound because it's basically me watching us. But what I'm doing is, when I'm talking, like right now, because we're still live, I got the camera on me. And then when you guys talk, I flip it to y'all. So we have 2 shots.
Okay.
I don't know how it's going to sound. Huh?
Angulation going on.
Yeah, bro, I got a lot of shit going on back here. So for those who are watching, I'm trying my best. I got some shit going on. So this is me right here doing that. Da da da.
Shout out to all the viewers.
And then boom. So and then by the way, you guys, if you somebody text me your email address. Because what I can do is give y'all the link. Y'all can post the link and people can tune in and watch it live too.
Oh yeah, we already posted that link.
You posted it live for the radio station, right? Because I didn't post a live a link for the live. Yep.
Oh no, yeah, I got
that.
The
link from YouTube.
I posted both.
Oh, okay. Cool.
From the live, it's
okay.
live 365, right?
Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah, I posted both. Yeah,
Wait, no, live 365.
But that's the radio.
Yeah,
I posted both though, like just in case. Like,
sure.
yeah. I mean, you can check it.
Like, what the hell?
That one, and then it's that one.
What?
Yeah.
He's all. That's the wrong way to make a sandwich. The meat has to be in the middle. It's 2 buns and then the meat. It's all fucked up.
Did you watch the Umbrella Academy or Juno?
No, I watched.
My name is fine. Like, daddy's cool. It's cool. Depending on how it's said, like, don't say it like I'm actually taking care of you. Like, it's just I don't love you like that. Like, say it in an erotic way, like like barbaric.
Hey, daddy.
Yeah.
You gotta ring it.
Yeah.
It's not just, so you don't want her to go, daddy.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. It's crazy.
Something like Call Malone.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Nah, for real though. Like when you say it weird enough.
But it was weird because my ex, she was half Hispanic, and I told her it's like, I was like, hey, call me Poppy, and she was like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, because she's African too.
She was African too, and I guess like, those two languages. She knows like 3 languages.
Yeah,
and she was like, it's just weird, like saying that in Spanish to you. It's like, what the fuck? I can't sympathize with it or empathize because I speak one language.
Yeah, the situation I'm in right now, she's Dominican and Puerto Rican. So like, she called me Poppy before she really knew my name.
That's
Word. All worked out.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you though, because I work with Mexican women and they call me Poppy, and it's like, whoa, like it wasn't sexual, but it's like, what the fuck?
They say Poppy Chulo is different. That's more like
word.
Yeah, it's like a grandson relationship.
Would you you like to be called Sweetie?
Like Poppy Chulo, like his mother nature, yeah.
Not really.
Word.
See, Sweetie, I'll be telling you about that motherfucking Sweetie.
Bro, that shit works.
Like,
first of all, no.
You a 1980s misogynist, nigga.
No, first of all,
that one song, I don't want you to leave. I gotta go. Like,
it's cold outside.
We better have sex.
No, that's cold.
I want to go home.
First of all, I don't say it. I only say it to women that are old enough to meet the requirements. Like, that's not something you say to.
Oh, you said to older women?
Yeah, the older women, yeah, for sure. They love it. I've been told by multiple women, it's like, nigga, you made my. They say nigga. Nigga, you made my day. Like, for real. Thank you, Justin. Thank you. Like, I'm like,
how old are they?
They be. I'm gonna say, yeah, but
Sweetie.
Yeah, but no, like, you gotta understand. Once it's not even an age thing. Once a woman hits that wall, whatever that means for her, where she feels like she's below, like she feels down, she's ugly, then hey, Sweetie can do a lot.
She feels below.
I'll bring her back to life.
She feels ugly. And you know what I think also helps y'all?
You got
a voice.
Yeah.
You can't say Sweetie with a wild little man voice.
You know what I mean? See, I'm more of like a hey love.
Oh, no, that's corny.
I like love.
You see
I don't like that.
See that so bad. Kim approves, nigga. Love. How you doing, love?
So fam, Kim approves.
With the love. Like, hey, love, how you doing, love? Because subconsciously, they feel like I'm saying I love them.
Sweetie makes. Yeah, okay.
All you gotta do is a dream. Like, hey, love. Like, love. Like, Tony and love, they become synonymous.
But I don't know, though.
You know she's cooking you platinum.
Cookie Platino.
I had some mango the other day, nigga.
What is that?
I don't know. I'm putting it in
You mean Monfugo?
Huh?
Monfugo?
No, mango.
What is mango?
Something Dominican.
It's a Dominican dish.
I hope you got it right, and she's not saying it. I'm about to say you got it right.
I'm well researched.
I'm about to say Dominican is saying okay, but no, it's Look, I only say it to like women that are older, like 50, 60, and it works. Like,
it only works at like Cracker Barrel.
First of all, look, no. First of all, you don't have the right to. I've done this is field research, right?
It only works
field research.
Cracker Barrel.
Like, I've been in the field doing research.
You been to Cracker Barrel with it? Nigga, that shit gonna hit at Cracker Barrel, I'm telling you.
Bro, that shit
you
hit.
You have all them old hoes.
Bro.
You gonna have you a stable of golden girls.
Bro, if I call. Look, I'm not gonna say
buttermilk and both of them.
It's like combat, right? It's like what works for you may not work for me. You feel me? Like I gotta throw my jab different. Your love is my Sweetie. Like Sweetie works for me, nigga. That shit is just
so
it rolls
what do you say
off
for
the tongue.
Younger women, like your age.
Oh, it works. It's like
she's confused.
It's not a.
So what do you do for the young hoes?
Hey, well, that's what you do, Tony. You ask questions, nigga. She's doing it right. So fast. Don't get personal. All you do. So right, what happens, right? When I tell them, I call them sweetie, right? They go, oh, well, thank you, nice handsome man, like a regular older woman. You know what I mean?
Tell you,
like,
man, a lot of it is your voice, man.
It's the cards we would dealt.
A squeaky voice dude ain't getting away with no
like, and then it's not like, hey, sweetie, you have a going. It's like, hey, sweetie, you be safe. It's like it's almost dismissive. Like sweetie. I'm not even calling them. It's just it rolls off the tongue in a manner that it's like I didn't even know I said it. Yeah, you get what I mean. So that's why it works.
It doesn't seem like it's game. It's just that's a piece of your conversation.
I will call people babe or honey or whatever, and they may take it as like, oh, and I'm like, no.
Yeah. I'm gonna try love when I go into the window. Oh, now you don't want to say. So I told you. So I'm telling you, my field research is right. Now I'm telling you, I'm gonna do yours to get some numbers. Yeah, I'm gonna get some numbers. Yeah.
All right, yeah. Watch your numbers go up.
Okay, sure. Man.
So look. Here's what I want y'all to do. We're gonna look into this camera, that camera right there. And I want one person to say their line. So you're sweetie and you love, right? You sweetie and you love. All right, hold on, because I got to record it. I'm going to record it with y'all voice. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to run it as a reel, and we're going to say A or B and let the ladies pick. Then by the time we come back next week, we should have numbers.
All right, cool.
All right, hold on one second. Let me hit the record button here. So then now we got the record going on, right? So now, you go first, Jay. Right into the
too excited.
Right. Because I'm gonna say this. So now what we gonna do?
If I was like walking up to a girl,
this is the cat call. So however you would say it. Nobody else in the room right now. Talk straight to the microphone.
If I was how I do say it, I'm in line. I'm working. I'm doing multiple things. Right. Lady pulls up. It doesn't even matter what she looks like because it's just synonymous with women. I'm like, hey, how you doing, sweetie? You know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. That's it. Literally. Like it's no game. I don't use it. I don't use it in a game type of way.
It's within your conversation.
You know what I mean?
It ain't no.
It's like bro. It's like
nigga.
It's like God.
You know what I mean? It's like nigga. It's, hey, how you doing?
All right. So then say it. So we gonna see whose line is better.
Literally.
He's having a pickup though. He's just
like I can't even. If this is like, I don't know how to pick up girl. Like, hey, how you doing, sweetie? Like, that's what it is.
So then just do that. Just what you just did. How you doing, sweetie? And then you do yours, and then I'll cut it right at there.
We're gonna cut it right there.
My voice can't do it. That's why I said sweetie for me. They'd be like, if you don't get out of your scratchy voice, man,
you gotta do voice though.
Not like that.
It's not. It's about
hearing. Like when you talk and he talking, it's like we all. To me, we all sound similar.
Really?
Not even close.
I don't really hear it for real.
Not even close, my guy.
He's a tenor.
But I sing baritone. Cut it out now.
You need like two recorders, nigga. They'll fix it all up. I should have brought some. My voice is a little dry right now.
Come on, man. We gonna do this. This is a challenge.
How you doing, sweetie? How you doing? You know, it's.
Here we go. That's all you got to do.
That's all you got to do.
All right.
That's all you got to do. I'm gonna come at it like, hey, mama, how you doing, love? You looking real good today.
Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like, my nigga, why are you so sexy, right? Like,
you could do it. You stepping up my line. Let me redo it. I gotta redo it now. You stuck all over my shit. You better take garbage in it.
Why is she doing like, why is so sexy for?
You see I put the leg up? I look real.
I knew when he was like, he was like this. Hey, Tony did. Go back. I thank God that we were recording this. When you was talking to me, Tony was like this.
I was like, oh shit, we showing up to the lovely lady.
Tony was like this. Oh yeah, I'm finna get me some. Ooh yeah, how you like that? Yeah, baby, you like that? You like that?
How you doing, sweetie?
You see, mine comes off as like
you don't care about
a natural. It's like it could be. I'm about to leave. I'm about to go. We have to cut. We have to be in the car for 40 minutes. That's all on the drive. I'm kind of nervous. The nigga might just Nigga might just, hey, love, like, who are you talking to right now? I got to go to work tomorrow. I like that. You trying to make it work in your favor. You see how he's trying to do the mental psychology, the reverse psychology trick. Yeah. But no.
I'm trying to imagine how I react.
But nah, like, but that's Tony, like, that's him. And that will work. Yeah. Like, hey, how you doing, baby? Do it. How you doing, love? How you doing, baby?
You can't even.
How you doing, baby? How you like me?
Hey, you not laying it down.
How you like me, huh?
If you gonna say it, you gotta lay it down.
How you like me, huh? How you like me?
Nah, I don't even gotta do it.
You like me? I'm not even looking. I'm looking at them. Yeah. Don't look at me.
That's how I feel. How I feel.
How you doing?
That's how I feel.
This is
right.
I'm starting. I don't think I can stop doing this right now.
You sound like you been dipped in some Carmelac, nigga.
I'm in a trance.
You in a trance? Yeah, just look at it.
How you doing? I hate this nigga.
How you doing, love?
How you doing? Oh my God, he did it again.
See, you hit him.
He did it again.
Oh my God, that's what they say too. Oh my God.
First of all, no, that's not.
No. I still think it's the voice.
So with
the guy
that,
came to me with a voice that was like, and he like, how you doing, love? Like, sexual assault. Get away from me.
Yeah. But and it's also how creepy he does it.
And then it's so many different things. Like, I'll
make it look easy, but it's a lot that goes into it. Break it down.
Yeah, like it's so many things. It's like I might not even.
Hey man, here's something that I want here. So when the weather breaks, I want to do something fun. I've always wanted to do this, and the one brother I see doing it was an idea I had with my sister, where you go to the corner of a club, literally just sit out a love seat, put these lights on, and just talk to people. Literally, just start talking to people, right? So whoever does that, this is recorded, so you just stole my idea. But I would love for y'all to be on a corner. I'll film it. I promise you, and do just what y'all did. And let's see who
real cat calling.
Real cat calling is
real barking at a
who
who
would pull more based upon like because y'all got two different styles. Mm-hmm. So then who would pull more with their cat call?
Well, I can tell you the answer right now, but that would spoil the show. So
the leg again. The leg.
Get the leg. So whenever I get in that bag, get the leg.
Too cool for school, ladies and gentlemen. Look, my game. My game is too dynamic for Tony to match up. Oh. It's too dynamic. He just niggas. He's too like genuine Ray J ass nigga, like real like you know, hey love, like who? Hey, how you doing, love? Nigga, what? That works? I can't get no like I can't do that. Hey love,
you can't do it. It's in you. It's not on you. You gotta be in you. It can't be on you. We got two different styles. Why you hating on how I am?
No, I'm not hating, but
you don't take me as I am.
It's just like
that's what I do.
I'll smooth talk. That's how like it's just like basketball. Not everybody can dribble like Kyrie.
Right.
Not saying he's fucking Kyrie.
Right.
But because I knew he was gonna do it. But he was getting ready. But it's like, you know, not everything can work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I've only done this once, but I've catcalled at a girl by, you know, calling her the B word. Okay. It's only worked once.
Did you do
on
it
some
like
Patrice
DMX?
O'Neal. Nah, on some like Patrice. Yeah. Hey, yo.
It actually worked on her?
I didn't call. I always say this. I refer to women as the B word. I never call them. Almost like sweetie. So it's like, it doesn't feel personal. Because some women get creeped out like, sweetie? Like, nigga, like, how you gonna get me with sweetie? Nigga, who the fuck? Nigga,
see, that's not creepy.
You know what I mean? But
that's what you give you saying sweetie, nigga.
Hey, love, how
you
you
say
doing?
Sweetie and you turn the girl south.
Hey, love, how you doing?
You having an adverse reaction.
Hey, love, how you doing? If they hear, when they hear your sound bite, they're going to be like, why is this nigga so sick?
They're going to be like, why is my chair wet?
No, nigga. No, nigga.
So, because it's almost 9, it's 8:57. So we're going to run that. We're going to chop this up. We're going to see whose voice works out of the deep voice brothers. We're going to see whose voice works better and whose style works better.
And we are going to have to go out and because you know we've gone out and, you know, pimped on some pedestrians. but not to the extent at which you say.
Yeah.
And like we really have to, go out.
I want to see.
You got to see.
We got to find out. I don't know what's hot in Durham, but we can do it one day. Just go in the corner and let's make it happen.
Caesar's Men Clubs, right? That should be what we do. I was about to say, go to. Because if you could get a stripper, that's some real level. You know what I mean?
She's used to that pay for play.
Yeah. But in all honesty,
for free, just going to love.
In all honesty,
yeah, baby, I know it's been hard. Daddy won't dig.
Yeah.
Boys to Men track.
Yeah.
You see, he got
believe
you.
Again.
Hey, baby, Yeah, just think it.
Some people have it, some people don't.
Oh my God. Oh my Jesus Christ.
I don't know what to do.
So with that being said, man, stay tuned for this social experiment. That's what we'll call it. Because we're going to do it. It's going to be hilarious. I got to figure out the details. But tune in tomorrow. We have
Shayla Boyd. We will be at Uncorked in Raleigh. She is one of the top sommeliers in North Carolina.
She's dope. And so I'm trying to tell y'all, man, y'all got to check this woman out. So make sure you tune in tomorrow because she knows stuff about wine that people be like, all right, stop drinking Taylor Port thinking you're doing something. This woman,
you are not supposed to drink Taylor Port in a cup. It is supposed to be in something that resembles almost a thimble, and it's supposed to be drank
with dessert.
Dessert, yes.
She going.
And first of all, can we back up a little bit? The word, I'm about to say. You said
I thought a thimble was for something.
Yeah, what's that word?
And something almost that size, so it shouldn't be consumed in more of anything bigger than this.
Supposed to take a teaspoon of it?
Just about. It's not supposed to be.
It's supposed to be
in large amount
with the dessert. It's a dessert wine. And people drink it as if it's a let's get fucked up wine.
Yeah,
it's not the same.
Because it will. It's Hennessy and grape juice.
Yeah.
So don't.
Oh.
I'm just joking. It's not, but
it sounds like one.
Jesus.
It makes people angry for whatever reason, but it's not supposed to be consumed
because it puts your sugar levels through the roof.
Yeah.
Like, it's not. You ain't supposed to be drinking it like people.
But
drink
have you noticed because now that people are starting to consume Taylor Port in a large quantity, the price of it
is going up.
Yeah, and it's no longer bottom shelf. It's starting to get higher and higher. Yeah.
It used to have dust on it.
Yes.
Like, but now it ain't even like that no more. So,
but stop drinking
it and not understanding what you're doing. So tune in tomorrow to learn something so that we can help you out so that you can look right and sophisticated in front of your ladies as you guys put your baritone voices on them.
Yeah, this nigga Tony.
And tell everybody.
Pinkies up and call them sweetie. Yo, baby, you just as sweet as this wine. That's what I'm saying. Sweet. Now you use that. I don't know what to do with it.
It's like if I react, I'm gonna give him what he wants. But y'all heard this nigga.
Y'all heard it.
Hey, love, how you doing?
You heard it.
Like he got into the mode. Like hey, love. Nigga, what?
He say yeah.
I'm glad you finally practiced. He's finally practiced.
Man, tell everybody where they can see you and check out all your episodes, man.
You can see us at LOI the show. You can see us in person live April 7th. We're hosting the show with Jet Fest. Shout out Jet Fest. Every two. Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you. Wednesdays at 6 a.m. and p.m. for our show and LOI J Noble Stone Grove. Shout out to TDS. Ow.
And they'll be here next Tuesday, man. But stay with it.
Hey, we love y'all. We love y'all.
TDS Radio, our voice, our culture.
Love. I'm gonna roll a hole in the ozone layer, nigga.